What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. For today's video, I will be doing some boho braids. This is my first time doing these braids, so fingers crossed. So starting with freshly washed hair in the shower, I use the Thank God It's Natural Miracle Repair Strengthening Shampoo. After, I went in with the Honey Miracle Hair Mask. And finally, after rinsing that out, I use the Miracle Repair Protective Leave-In Conditioner. Now I'm going to start prepping my hair for blow drying, and I'm using two products. I'll be using a heat protectant and a cream. For my heat protectant, I will be using the Chi 44 Iron Guard, and for my cream, I will be using the Thank God It's Natural Buttercream Daily Moisturizer. So for this first section, I'm going to go ahead and split it in half to make it easier to work with. So starting with the buttercream, I'm literally just going to use a little bit. I guess you can call this a dime size or more of a quarter size. And I'm just going to work that in through that first bottom section. And then after, I'm going to take the heat protectant and spray that bottom section very, 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 very well, and also work that in. And I'm going to do the same for that small top section. Now that I'm done with that first front left section, I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing to the rest of my hair. Alright, now I'm going to start to blow dry, and I'm going to start with this back left section, splitting that in half and working with that smaller bottom section first. So to blow dry my hair, I use this Revlon blow dryer brush, but this brush has been giving me some complications with cleaning it. I absolutely love this brush and the way it blow dries my hair, but the problem is that the smaller bristles in between the larger ones, they bend and get wonky, so it makes it 10 times harder for me to take my hair out of the brush and clean it. So I went ahead and got a new brush. This is the other Revlon blow dryer brush. This one does not have any smaller bristles in between the larger ones, so it is 10 times easier to clean. So I'm excited to use this brush. So this is how that first section looks all blow dried out, and that Revlon brush did an amazing job with blow drying my hair. The only problem is that I didn't get my roots that well, so I will definitely have to go back in a second time to focus on my roots. Now that both of those sections are done being blow dried, I'm going to go ahead and trim my hair. Now I'm not going to do a super precise trim, I'm just going to do a rough trim. Done with the trim, and now I'm going to go back in on my roots to try and get those as stretched as possible. Now that that section's all done, I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my hair. So my hair is all blow dried. Now I'm going to start to part my hair. So whenever I do braids or twists, I do not part as I go. I just take the time to part my whole head, secure those parts, and then add in my extensions. So for my sections, I like to use a butter, and the butter of choice that I'm using today is the Jane Carter Solution Nourish and Shine. I absolutely love this stuff. So the way that I secure my parts is by taking the small section and braiding it down about a little less than halfway. So when I get to the parts at the top of my head, by my middle part, I like to use some gel, and the gel that I'm using is the Kansu Protective Styles Braiding and Twisting Gel. I like to use this to slick down any flyaways, and I also use this on my braiding hair to make my braids look nice and sleek. So this is what my hair looks like all parted. Now my parts are not perfect. I did my best to make them as straight as I could. But yeah, this is how they look. So now I'm going to separate the front of my hair from the back of my hair, and I'm going to get started on these braids. The braiding hair that I will be using is the Expressions Pre-Stretched Hair in 58 inches and color 1B. And for my curly pieces, I will be using this Water Wave Crochet hair in the color Natural Black 1B. So fast forward, and this is how the back section of my hair looks with the braids installed. Also, y'all, please ignore what I have on. I just threw on whatever. I was tired, okay? I was tired. And now I'm going to show you guys how I install these braids. So first, I'm going to take a piece of hair, and then I'm going to take a smaller piece out of that larger piece. This piece of hair is going to be used to feed in and make the braid longer, so I'm going to set that aside. And now I'm going to combine the braiding hair and my hair and start to braid. So as I'm braiding and I start to get my hair in my hand, I hold my hair and I push the braiding hair up to my scalp to get the braid as tight as possible. And I do this about 3 to 4 times. After I braid down a bit, I go ahead and feed in my curly piece of hair. After I feed in my curly piece of hair, I continue to braid down until I get to the bottom of my natural hair, and then that's when I feed in that smaller piece of braiding hair to make the braid even longer, and then I finish braiding. This is the braid all done. Now I'm going to pull down the curly piece and I'm going to add some mousse to it. The mousse that I'm using is the Cantu Shea Butter Wave Whip Curling Mousse. This is just going to help tame that curly piece and keep it from getting frizzy. Now, I did not put curly pieces in every braid. I did not feel like having a bunch of hair out, so only about half of my braids will have curly pieces. And this is my braids all done. Now I'm going to go ahead and tackle these straight ends. I'm going to go ahead and curl them, and the way I'm going to curl them is by using flexi rods. These flexi rods are amazing. I will leave them linked down below, and the ones that I will be using are these blue ones. These are the larger flexi rods. So I'm just separating the curls from the braids and just taking the ends of the braids and wrapping it around the flexi rod and bending the ends to secure it. So this is how it looks with the flexi rods all in. Now I'm gonna go ahead and dip them in some hot water and take them out. After curling the ends of the braids, as you can see now, the curly pieces are longer. So I'm going to cut down those curly pieces and make everything even. Now that the ends are taken care of, I'm going to go ahead and touch up these edges. And this is the final look. I absolutely love these braids. They are so cute. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you guys get notified whenever I drop a new video. And with that being said, I will catch you guys in the next one.